Good evening, everybody. How are you? My name is Michael Rutherford. I'm excited to be on the call. It's my pleasure to host this evening's call. I've got 6:31 straight up. Dustin, I've already hit record, so we're good. I've got a great friend of mine, Dustin Schaefer, on the call, who I met in the most hilarious of circumstances. I guess it could have been funnier. We were in birth class together maybe 15, 16 months ago last summer. His wife was pregnant, my wife was pregnant, and of all the birth classes in the world, we chose to go to the one that Dustin Schaefer and his wife were at. And it was an unbelievable serendipitous way for us to meet. After class one night, I go, man, what the heck do you know? And what do you do? And he goes, oh, I'm an MAT specialist, like I knew what the heck that was. I was almost 220 pounds. I was fat, tired, lethargic, looked bad, and felt worse. And I said, hey, man, what do you know about ketosis and ketones? And I could tell he was super fit and in shape. His wife was fit and in shape. He's wearing a polo golf shirt that said Boundless Health, one class, and in the next class, some gym, Nakoa Health or Nakoa, which was a gym polo shirt. I'm like, I know he's in the fitness business. And him and his wife were just in fit shape, or they're fit in shape and knew a lot about the human body, more than our instructor did. And I'm like, what do you do? And after I asked him the MAT question, I went and Googled MAT. It was muscle activation technique. I'm like, okay, still don't know what that is. And he goes, man, I work with people and help them feel better than they do. I work with people's muscles. I consult doctors and physicians and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, what do you know about ketosis? And he goes, a lot. I lost over 30 pounds in 8 days as a recon Marine, as a team leader up on Camp Pendleton. I've been in the health and fitness industry for 15 years, and all I do is coach and teach people how to feel and be better by using ketones as a fuel source. And I'm like, oh, crap. I had no idea what a ketone was or ketosis was. Brian Underwood, the week before, asked me what I knew about ketones, so I didn't know. Gosh, thank God Dustin was open-minded and didn't judge the messenger, because the message was this. Although the messenger, me, I was fat and tired and didn't know anything about anything. So I just asked him, what do you know about ketones? He goes, a lot. I didn't know. I was asking a guy who's invested his entire adult life into helping people be better, feel better, look better, and have more energy. I had no idea. So he goes, ketones are an unbelievable fuel source. They fuel the human body. In fact, and he went on this whole 5-minute thing about how powerful ketones were. Gosh, I didn't know what he was talking about. He goes, why do you ask? And I go, well, evidently a business partner of mine, an entrepreneur, is getting ready to get his hands on a patent on some significant research that's taken place all over the world, primarily out of one major university, University of South Florida, and it has to do with ketones. Evidently, you can drink them. And Dustin's BS meter was going off like, ding, 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 there's no way you can drink ketones. The only way you can get in ketosis is if you starve the body of glucose. Of course, I didn't know what glucose was or ketones, or I was clueless. I'm just sitting there going, okay, well, I don't know. And he goes, well, if you ever get your hands on a sample, let me know. That was in the summertime of 2014. Fast forward October, November, his wife had their baby. My wife had our baby in December, January, February. March 27th, I walk into his gym, and I got one of the very first samples of our product. It was in an unmarked Ziploc low plastic baggie with the word orange written on it and a date. And I handed it to him and said, there's the sample, baby, one of the first in the world, pure therapeutic ketones. He did all my body fat measurements. It was awful. I was over 30% body fat. I weighed almost 220 pounds, and I didn't know anything about how to be healthy, how to feel better, how to look better. I didn't know anything. And he goes, well, this will be fun. And we shook up our first samples of Keto OS. Today, you know them as Keto OS. Then it was just orange, and it looked very suspect. And that day, my life changed. That day, a bunch of people on this call's life changed, and a whole bunch of other people around the world's lives getting ready to change. And that's where it really became real to me that the product that Brian Underwood brought to me was a big deal. So I don't know a better person on planet Earth to share with you tonight the benefits and the powerful impact of pure therapeutic ketones on the human body. I'll tell you what the call is not about tonight. It's not about making medical claims, telling you our products don't cure anything, fix anything. We're not going to talk about disease. We're going to talk about what the research about ketones suggests, and that's what you got to get good at saying. So, without further ado, Dustin, I'm happy to have you, dude. Talk to us. What's going on?
Hey, Michael, great to be on. I'm just happy to be on at this time of the year. It's exciting because I know people's lives are wanting to change, and I want to be a part of helping them change.
Well, I'm excited about that too, and I know that's your style. I know that deep down inside you, your fibers are about helping people and serving people. And I'm just happy to be on the call. Talk to us at a high level, just real quick, because I know we've got a lot of people that are on this call that they just enrolled in Prove It 2 days ago, or 10 minutes ago, or they're doing it on their phone right now. And we've had this VIP promotion going. We've had just a pure commotion, almost some keto chaos around pure therapeutic ketones. So let's start at the top real quick. I think it's our goal to tell you exactly what it is that you just bought, and then really get granular about how to maximize what it is you just purchased. And just kind of start at the top real quick. From your vantage point, when I talked to you about Keto OS, what were you thinking? What did you do? And then what happened since then? Just real quick.
Like you said, the very first thought was it's not possible, because in my career, I've experienced ketosis at the most unique levels and pushing your body to the extreme. I knew what it took to do that. And then I've coached it for 15 years, coaching people to improve and optimize wellness and health, consulted with people, doctors, clinics, on how to implement this lifestyle for patients or clients that were struggling with health. And for me to have the opportunity to be one of the very first people, or very few of the first people to ever try a product like this and experience the fact that I knew I was in I know what ketones and ketosis feels like, and within 20 minutes I'm like, holy cow. And it was like the light bulb went off in my head, because it's 15 years of being in this industry. It's like everything came to this one point, and it all kind of worked itself out. And it's like all that hard work I put into it finally has come to this, so that I can now teach everybody what it is I love to do, and I can give them the power to do it. So I like to tell everybody, I can now give you the end, and I can teach you about anything. And that's a very profound statement in my mind, just because it's not easy. Anybody that's tried it, it's a very challenging, life-changing quest to do this naturally, and to have this powerful tool is life-changing. And that's what I saw, not only in my own health, but my entire family's health, my client base, and then now all the doctors that I consult with are now using it in practices or their own personal health. So it's been life-changing for me and virtually almost everybody I know.
Awesome. Well, here's something that's always on my mind. Here's what we tend to do as people. We tend to complicate the simple. And real intelligence is the ability to create simplicity out of complication. And then, but that's not human nature. Human nature is to take the simple and make it complicated and create chaos where there shouldn't be. Here's what I do know. Everything he's getting ready to talk about, and can give you specifics as to why ketones, reduce brain fog and give you energy and suppress appetite, all of that kind of stuff. Here's what I know. This is why I've personally been able to be successful. And it's not about me, I promise you. I'm just telling, I only know what I did. And I said, Dustin, what do I do? He goes, drink it every day. Mix it with water, drink it every day. What else do I do? How else can I compound that? He goes, stop eating garbage. Increase healthier fats, decrease your carbohydrates, walk the neighborhood. Awesome, I can do that. And that is all I did. Didn't go to the gym, didn't sweat, didn't kill myself. I just followed a very simple steps. So start wherever it is that you are, be patient, and don't get frustrated. Just smile. Go, ooh, aha, to be expected. I hit a plateau, bam, get through it, have fun, enjoy the process. Just know I spent my whole life wrecking myself and getting myself super unhealthy with high blood pressure and a huge fat belly. And it wasn't going to come off in 10 minutes. So before we even get into it, Dustin, that's all I wanted to tell anybody. Have fun with the process. There's a lot of information online. Take your time, digest it all, and learn it. Doesn't mean you got to learn it before you start. Start, and as you learn, you'll get better and better and better. So, Dustin, if somebody's just on the call right now, what do they do? Like, they might not even have their order yet. What do they do?
The first thing is well, if you haven't ordered yet, order this product. I tell everybody, commit to 3 months. It's a process. Give it a chance. I mean, some people will notice a difference in literally an hour, and some people it'll take a week or two. Depends on where you're starting from. The first thing is when you take this product, start with a half a serving. Take a half a serving for 1 to 2 days. You can do a half a serving first thing in the morning when you just wake up. You could do a half a serving as a mid-morning snack. You could, if you feel fine after that half a serving, you want to do another half in the afternoon. That's great. That's completely fine. But my goal for everybody was within 3 days to 7 days is to work up to one full serving. Most of you will take it in the morning whenever you get up and get hungry. It's a great time to have it. It basically just will keep your appetite nice and calm, your blood sugar nice and stable. You'll feel good. You'll be energized. And then you eat your first meal. Whenever that is, just be prepared to be hungry. You might not be hungry for 3, 4, 5 hours, but then have something available. And just first step is to start cutting these carbs out. It's no longer a mystery that these carbs, and the carbs can come from any source. It doesn't matter if you're unhealthy or you've been struggling, even if you think you're fit and you don't have good energy and stable focus and mental clarity, and you quote-unquote eat a healthy diet, something's not right. So start cutting those carbs down, and then as you cut those carbs down, replace the extra energy when you're hungry, replace it with protein and fat, and just watch out not to overconsume the protein and allow the fat to be a little bit more generous. Allow yourself to have extra dose of salad dressing that's low carb. Or allow yourself to put butter on your vegetables. I did say that again, butter on your vegetables. A lesson I learned about 15 years ago, and I've been teaching it ever since. So that's the first step, is to get the product into your system, and take it slow at first and then transition into it. And if you need to dig into the lifestyle more, if you want to dig into the lifestyle more, and then I have a very unique website that I use to coach people on. It gives you a nice, thorough layout at schaefermethod.com. It'll take you through that and allow you to be coached on the lifestyle and the diet to implement it for bigger health gains, that's what you're looking for, or a faster result at that, what you're looking for. But, Michael, keep this in mind. Some people on this call may be an athlete. Some people on this call may be a CEO of a company that could care less about losing their belly, but they just want to perform better. They just want to perform in their day-to-day life better. And that's cool too. Take a serving or a half a serving mid-morning, take another half or a full serving in the early afternoon, and get more done than you've gotten done in probably 30 years at any given day. And that's just for performance. If you're an athlete, take it a half an hour before you go work out. If you're a student, take it a half an hour before a test or before you're studying. And you'll just see this to start to transform the way you feel, the way you think, and the way you move. And when you do that, it's easy to incorporate these life-changing things that you want to incorporate and take on a better role in your life and be the example for the people you care most about.
Dude, I love it. And I think that's the biggest kicker. Here's what I do know. You got to put your mask on first. When you're on a Southwest Airlines flight, they're a lot nicer than these other airlines, even though we got some Delta pilots on this call. You know it. You fly Southwest, first thing they tell you, hey, put your mask on before you put your kids' masks on. You got to take care of yourself before anybody else. You want people around you to do this business with you? Guess what? Take the product serious and learn how to be healthy. I spent my whole life wrecking my life, like just beating it up. Oh, carbs and sugar make you fat? Sure. Give me extra carbs and sugar. Oh, research suggests carbs and sugar give you cancer? Give me a double dose of carbs and sugar. That's exactly what I need. Moron. That's what I did my entire life. It took me a chance meeting with a dude named Dustin in a birth class and a friend named Brian and several other people that created this product for me to go, oh, snap. This is actually pretty easy. And once you get in a groove, everyone around you will start going, hey, man, what are you doing? That's real leadership. That's where you start influencing the world. That's where you can start making an impact in the community that you live in. Is you start doing it yourself. It's not that hard. It really is not that hard. Have an appetite for learning, and what you think you came here for is completely different for what you'll stay for on the product side. You may have come for weight loss. Dustin, share really quickly, if somebody's immediate goal is to lose weight, I can tell you what I did. I immediately got excited and took action right away. Instantly, I took action. I started walking, and I started talking on the phone, and I started eating a higher fat, lower carbohydrate lifestyle. Everything that I did is on his site, on Dustin's site. It's in our playbook. It's in our dual fuel diet, native lifestyle. It's all the same stuff. Quit eating trash, walk a little bit, drink our product. You'll get better sleep. You'll feel amazing. It's great. It's not that tough. But if somebody's goal is weight loss, what would you tell them right now?
Right now, if your goal is weight loss, when you wake up in the morning, whenever you get hungry, have your Keto OS, whenever that is. If it's at 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock. Wait till you're hungry to eat your first meal, and you just cut all carbohydrates out now. Start right now, cold turkey, go for the whole thing. Get rid of breads, pastas, rice, fruit, Yes, I said fruit. Get rid of your fruit and focus on getting, you can easily on my site or just even Google low-carb vegetables and take your spinach and your kale, cauliflower and broccoli and saute it in coconut oil, saute it in olive oil, saute it in grass-fed butter, saute it in duck fat, saute it in oil, and just eat as much as you can until you feel full and stop eating. Cut a chicken breast into a third. You'll realize you don't need all that protein. You just need a small amount. You start eating chicken thighs. Eat your fattier fishes. And you eat your first meal. It might be 11 o'clock. It might be 1 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're full, then don't eat again until you're hungry. You may not even need to have 2 full servings right now with the product. You may be just fine with just the diet and the product in the morning. Some of you may need maybe a half a serving in the afternoon or another full serving in the afternoon. And then the same thing for dinner. Eat a nice small dinner, vegetables, protein. I didn't say lean protein. I said protein. And saute your vegetables and fat. And if you do that, and then every morning, ideally every morning, get up and walk 45 minutes, an hour if you can. You don't need to go to the gym and beat yourself up. That's not what this is about. This is about optimizing and burning body fat. If you want to go get fit and lean in the gym, you can, but just keep this in mind. If you're trying to, especially you ladies out there, if you're trying to work out like a bodybuilder and trying to lose body fat at the same time, it doesn't work as fast as you want to. All right, so go out and walk every single day. Work out 1 or 2 times intensely, and let your body just burn body fat. Let it just go, and it will happen. Drink plenty of water. Get to bed before 10 o'clock at night. Sleep well, and your life will change very quickly. And most importantly, you're going to be the example for the people around you. Because this time of the year, Michael, it's New Year's resolutions, and this is the time of the year that every trainer in the country, every gym in the country is gearing up. Everybody's gearing up for you to basically come into their facility, fake the funk for 3 months, fail, and then pay your membership for another 2 or 3 months and they override. We don't have to do that. That stops now. Basically, you can now take the advantage of getting in part of this community that we've created, that all of us have created, and I thank Brian Underwood for doing that, and Michael, I thank you for doing that. And if you stay within this community, you stay plugged in, you follow these guidelines, in 3 months from now, you're going to look back as a new person. And not only that, is not only did you achieve your goals, but you've inspired 5, 10, 20, maybe 100 other people to come with you and inspire them to achieve their goals. And I think that's what this is all about. It's really about taking action and improving your life and becoming the person you've always wanted to be, if it's in health, wellness, or if it's in prosperity. So whatever it is, I think this is the time to do it.
Dustin, here's the deal. I mean, that's what the whole world's that way. It's a fad diet world. It's yo-yo diet, in and out. Oh, I tried that, didn't work. That's what the gym business is built around. That's what the whole supplement industry is built around. They make all their money in the last 2 weeks and in the next 30 days. The whole business. It's like the retail business right around Thanksgiving, Christmas. So here's what it's about. It's about no more diets. It's about no more trends. It's about actually learning whole food nutrition and getting fired up about having a sustainable way to find health and wellness. It's been eluding you. You know why? Because you never had a good product, you never had the right community, and you never really sold out to it. To me, this is the first time I ever have either. That's what's been so fun about it. Don't be like the herd. Everybody's burning out. A friend of mine was at the gym. Guess what happened? The AC blew out on the gym. The gym got hot and sweaty. Guess what happened? Everybody left. He goes, man, that's all it took. Some of these people aren't even going to come back. It's only the 3rd of January. Don't be that person. Let's dig in. Let's find real health for life. How cool would that be? Sustainability. That's what this whole thing is about. That's what the entire product is about. It's about sustainability. It's about being able to accomplish the things that you woke up this morning and hoped that you would accomplish. You know, having real faith and certainty that you can do this. This product's easy, man. You drink it every day. Just drink it every day. When should you drink it? Whenever you want to drink it. Don't stress out about it. Cut the stress out of your life. If you find yourself stressed, shake up some Keto OS and go, man, this is my anti-stress elixir. You're not allowed to be stressed. It's 2016, man. Come on. You're Improve It. It's only a handful of months old. You're drinking Keto OS. You got the first batch of pure therapeutic ketones in the history of the world. What could you be stressed about? Ketones are the catalyst for change in your life. And whoever invited you to this call, into this company, into this product, it didn't take much. shake them up a sample, baby. So, Dustin,
Michael,
go ahead.
Hey, really quick on that. Something you taught me, and people that know me know that I'm passionate about. I have a mission to help 1 million people, and the truth is I want to inspire people to do everything you just said. And one of the things that you taught me is that you just focus on winning every day. And what I got out of that is if something wasn't the way you wanted to be, or when you woke up in the morning it wasn't, you made sure that by the end of the day it was. So if the scale hadn't moved, then you went and walked a little bit more. If or just win. The fact that you're drinking it every day is a win. The fact that you didn't eat something that you normally would have been is a win. So I do encourage one thing, is if this is a lifestyle, if this is where you want to go and how you want to be, throw away your scale. This is gonna throw away your scale and change your life. Put on a set of clothes that doesn't fit you, and every 2 weeks put them on again until they fit. And once they fit, go buy a new set that doesn't fit. And then do the same thing until you're to your ideal weight, and then throw away every set of clothes that doesn't fit and never go back. And that will change your life. And then once again, just do that for the people that you care about around you that are struggling with the same problems. And I'm just fired up because this time of year it's time for us to take action and be who we really want to be and be the best version of who we want to be.
There's no doubt. I mean, the entire motto of our company is it's two things. It's to prove it. What is it that you want to prove? Like, don't act like you didn't have no New Year's resolutions. You got a whole list of them. You want to be a better dad? I know I do. You want to spend more quality time with your kids? I know I do. You want to take more vacations? I know I do. You want to get in the best shape of your life? I know I do. You got a whole list of things you want to accomplish. Those are your it. What is your it? We're just about proving it. And it ain't about you and me competing or comparing. It's not about that. It's about you comparing you to you. The old saying of you don't have to be perfect, just be better than you were yesterday. That's real progress. That's all I try to do every day. I'm like, hey, man, I just want to do a little bit better than I did yesterday. And that 6-letter word with a couple of T's in the middle, better, is what we're about. We're just trying to be better, man. That's it. We're not going to be perfect. As a company, we're not going to be perfect. Nobody's going to be perfect. Jesus is perfect. Nobody else is. But it's about being better. Just be better and be okay with making mistakes. Do okay if you gained a pound yesterday. Oh, my gosh, you gained a pound. What happened? Like Dustin said, chuck the scale. Just be better and acquire and pursue better. Stress will make you fat. Stress will make you tired. Stress will bury you in a grave early. No stress, man. Excitement, enthusiasm, passion, and some pure ketones. That's all you need, man. So that's what this whole community is all about. It's about having fun. And if you're not having fun and you're not helping people, what in the heck are we doing here, you guys? So, Dustin, we got about 5 or 6 minutes left. You want to get, because we're getting ready to bring Natalie Kilborn on here in just a moment and talk about how this whole MVP thing works and how people go out and build their communities. But while we're talking product, what do you want to share? What 4 or 5 minutes do you want to share real fast before we cut that down?
I would say the most important thing, I think, is just to kind of get people to understand the greater benefits of this product. And we talked kind of heavily on fat loss here because that is most people's New Year's resolution. Most people don't go, hey, my New Year's resolution next year is not to have brain fog. They don't think like that. They think they want to be healthier. So, really, just briefly, I want to go over just some of the benefits that ketones can provide to the human body. And I want everybody on this call to really think about is that how many people that are struggling with these benefits or with these issues. And so just some of the, off the top of my head, some of the benefits of ketones are, you talked about earlier, mental clarity, help with brain fog. It reduces stress. It can just allow your body to relax more. You'll notice more flexibility. You'll see an improvement in strength in the gym. It can increase ATP production. Well, you think about an athlete who's trying to increase strength. It might give them 2 to 5% performance better. But what about the person that's 45, 50, 65, 70 that's trying to get off a couch? We may see a 20 to 30% improvements in their performance. They can get up and move around better and walk around the block. It doesn't matter, what it is your goal is, but if you feel stronger, you have a little bit more clarity, your body feels better. There's research that shows and suggests that ketones are a natural anti-inflammatory. They can help reduce inflammation. So there's so many benefits to this product, and that people are struggling with day-to-day life. And sometimes you don't know what they are. Sometimes it's just somebody's not telling you what their problem is. And so at least either let them try it, give them a sample, or let them know that it exists. Because while you go through your transformation this year, while you start making the difference in your life, I really want you to create your own community, because we've created this large community, but create a community around your presence. And the more you do that, the more that you will bring together and help and support you in your quest as you help support other people in their quest. So I think that's really what I wanted to share about that, Michael. I'm just grateful to be part of this. I'm grateful that we have what we have.
There's no doubt. It's definitely the start of an amazing year. If y'all saw how many people said, you know what, with their visa, I want to participate in this conversation. There's a commotion, a full-blown and bona fide commotion taking place in the marketplace about ketones, specifically pure therapeutic ketones, and even more specifically about Prove It. Y'all know that, right? There's a couple of crowds, or 3 or 4 crowds, that have been having this dialogue for a while, and we just came out of nowhere and just went wham and just hit them in the grill. One of those audiences is the biohacking audience. It's the paleo crowd. It's the people that have been traveling the world talking about whole food nutrition and paleo and CrossFit and all this kind of stuff. This whole biohacking crowd, the Tim Ferrisses of the world, the Dave Aspreys of the world, all these people, guess what? None of them have pure therapeutic ketones in a glass like you do. Think about that. I don't know what you do. I don't know where you live. I don't know what you do for a living. I don't know where you grew up. I don't know if you got a degree from somewhere, or you just snuck through a school like Ohio State like I did and you slid through with C's and D's, or what you did. Doesn't matter. But chances are you probably don't have the pedigree that a lot of these biohackers do. Guess what? You can offer your friends pure therapeutic ketones, baby, and they can't. There's researchers all over the world studying cancer, studying brain trauma, studying all kinds of things. And you know what they got to do to get their friends to have ketones in their bodies? They got to teach them how to do a super hard, super tough starvation and deprivation diet. You know what you got to do? Take powder, put it in water, shake it up, maybe add some ice, and hand it to them, and they can drink it like they're drinking a stinking Coca-Cola, baby. You know, think about that. That's what you have. That's what this product is. That's what the friend from your church that you said, hey, man, how'd you lose 30 pounds? He went this and handed you a sample. That's what you have right now. That's what's so cool about this, is you have something nobody else has yet. I don't know if that's sunk in yet, but as you go, I think one thing you ought to do is invest a little bit of time and go learn some more. Just go dig in a little bit and hear people talk about the power of ketones, and just know you've got them in your hands in a drink. And give yourself a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year, and really master how to live a better life. And we can do nothing more than create an environment. We've got a great product, great environment, amazing people. You know that. I don't know why they keep letting me on calls. But amazing people that you can really plug into and just, be near, just be around. And to me, that's what makes this thing so powerful is, look, the product's amazing. There's no doubt. But the product without the community wouldn't be as powerful. The community without the product, the whole 9 yards. So as we switch gears here in just a moment, I'm just telling you, take notice of the people like Dustin, the people like T. Codron, the people like all these other professionals that have spent their whole careers in health and wellness, and they've helped more people in a couple, 2-3 months with Keto OS than they ever did in their traditional practices. That's because there's a big business here. That's because there's a heck of a lot. People use the word opportunity all the time. There's a heck of a lot of opportunity here with this product because you're on the front end of a very large conversation that nobody you go to church with has ever heard. Nobody that you sat down and had Chick-fil-A next to yesterday. Not today, but yesterday. Today's better than yesterday. The people standing in the Target line next to you, every one of them would love the good news of pure therapeutic ketones. Orange creamsicle costs less than Starbucks. They'd all be into it if you talk to them. All of them would, because the canister that lists all kinds of benefits of having ketones in your life, most people need all that stuff. So just assume they're a yes until they tell you otherwise. And I'm just happy that I met Dustin in that birth class. Man, it's one of my friends told me I need to start cutting commission checks to my baby and your baby for putting the two of us together. But I said, hey, I'm down with that. But I'm just happy that this thing's all come together and this product is as strong as it is. It's every bit as strong as I hoped it would be, and then some. So, Dustin, any last thoughts real quick? We're right at 7 o'clock straight up. I got to send a text out one last time, and then we'll have Natalie come on the call.
Absolutely. No, Mike, I just appreciate the opportunity. It's been a wonderful 6 months, and like he said, 15 years, I helped 1,200, maybe 1,500 people working hard, and I now have helped thousands and thousands of people in 6 months I still work hard, but not the same way. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable. And I feel obligated now with all the stories and testimonials that I've heard to share this with everybody. I absolutely do. And I'm not pushy. I'm not salesy. I just let them know that it exists and that there's information out there that can really help them. And that's all I encourage from all of you, because for me to get to my quest, to help that many people, I need you guys to get experience it yourself, commit to yourself, and commit to the community, and just enjoy this ride. And I promise you, you'll never look back. So you'll just enjoy where we're going. So I appreciate being on, Michael.